Okay, guys, this is kind of a confession of a former car salesman here. So this right here, what you're looking at, is one of the main motivating reasons why I quit working for the car dealership I did work for. And if I ever do go back to a car dealership, it's one of the requirements that I would refuse to ever work at that company if they did any of these things. So what are you looking at? You're looking at what is known within the car sales business as a gypsy sale. What they call themselves to you guys is an extreme clearance sale. So you'll see something that looks sort of like this. You'll get it in the mail, and they're saying they're having extreme clearance. Come in now. And they're saying that they're going to give you low interest rates and incredibly low prices. You're going to see right here, they're promising $69 to $120 per month. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to show up, and darn it, you just showed up too late. Those 3 cars that gave you those super low rates are already gone. But don't worry, we've got another vehicle that we could put you in with just a little bit higher rates. Now, here's why I hate these. Why do we call these gypsy sales? What it is, it's a team of salesmen. Well, I hate to call them salesmen. A team of con artists, because a true salesman is not a con artist. A true salesman is not going to lie to you to get you to buy something. A true salesman does what they can to find the right product for you, to show you how it properly benefits you, get you a fair price, and will treat you professionally. They won't lie to you. They won't raise up prices to an absurd, unethical level. They won't try to push you into something that is wrong for you. They are truly not there for you. They're only there to make a quick buck. These guys, they don't care if they come into town and dump on crap on people in that town, because they don't live in that town. If you ever deal with somebody at a car dealership, ask them first before you ever buy the car, where are they from? Where do they live? And make sure that they live in that town. Now, granted, these con artists will lie to you about that too. So the way you avoid those guys altogether is if you see a flyer like this, a flyer that tells you that you have some scratch off winning that you've won, some prize that you've won. They've got you a key to a car that if it turns the car key, you won that car. They are scams. They are lies. They are unethical. They claim that they're an extreme clearance. Extreme clearance! They claim that they're an extreme clearance. And what they'll tell you is that here's the pitch they'll normally give you. This is the way you know that you've walked into the lion's den. They're going to say something to the effect of, listen, these vehicles are on clearance, our inventory is backlogged, we need to get these moved. So we've got just right now special permission from the banker to actually sell you these for less than we actually owe on the car ourselves. And that is a flat out lie. It is a lie. Let me tell you what they actually do. They take the inventory that has already been at that dealership, that the car dealership is already selling. In fact, personally, if I ever receive one of these from a car dealership, in fact, this one right here comes from Patterson Chevrolet in Kilgore, Texas. So you know one car dealership I will never shop at is Patterson Chevrolet, because if they lack the moral code to say no to these companies coming in and selling the inventory, I will not step foot in one of those dealerships. So why is it such a lie? Number one, it's not a clearance. These are vehicles that they may have traded in the day before. They never, ever, ever, ever have never and never will sell you the vehicle for less than what they owe. They're not going to do it. It's a bunch of lies. Here's what they actually do. There's an inventory list. You've probably seen car salesmen when you've walked around them with a lot. You ask them how much something is. You'll see them pull a folded packet of papers out of their pocket, and they'll flip through. They'll find the model number, and they'll tell you how much they want for it. Something to that effect. What that is, that's their inventory sheet. They have a cost that they want for it. So these crook salesmen will then take that inventory sheet. They'll mark it up anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 more than the dealership actually wanted for the car. And then they'll scratch off a big $3,000 price off of that. So they're telling you, look, that we're taking $3,000 off of what the bank wants for this. And in essence, they're marking up your car a good $4,000 to $6,000 when most dealerships put a $3,000 markup on any used vehicle they sell. That gives them $3,000 of room to negotiate. So ultimately, you've got a $7,000 markup in these cars, and most of these cars are used, so you may actually be marked up more than double what they have in the vehicle, or even more than that. So it's unethical. They lie to you. They're not doing it, and the problem is that if they do strong arm you and twist your arm into buying one of these vehicles, when you drive off the lot, they're promising you that that you saved a lot of money off of it. In all honesty, you're driving off in what's called underwater upside down on the vehicle. What that means that whenever you go to try to trade it in, your value to the actual vehicle of what you owe versus what the vehicle is worth is so far backwards that most lenders will not allow you to trade that car in on another car just simply because you're putting too much debt on top of the new car. And that's also the reason why you'll usually hear them trying to talk you out of as much down payment as possible. Now, a down payment is a good deal. For most normal buying purchases, it will help to lower your interest rates. But the deal is why they want such a huge down payment is because the banks know how much these cars are worth, and they will only finance these vehicles up to about 80% of the actual value. And these guys are asking you sometimes 200% of the actual value of the vehicle. So buyer beware. You see one of these? Again, I tell you, with extreme prejudice, not only would I recommend that you trash said advertisement, I would say that you permanently decide to never shop at such an unethical place again. Again, after dealing with these sales, the first time I dealt with one, I was disgusted by the way that they would try to make me lie, the way that they would lie to my customers. I refused to let their managers. I got into a shouting match with them. I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning, arguing with one about their unethical practices. The second time they had the sale there, I just wouldn't even participate, and I quit participating from that point on. Eventually, I just quit. So these are unethical. They're wrong. They should be ashamed of themselves. Please do not fall into their trap. One more thing, please share these with your friends. Let the market punish people for doing things unethically. Share it and tell everybody to just not fall in these ugly traps.